Hello friends, welcome back to the Craft Castle. My name is Ashley and today we are going to do an extra large print on my 24-inch printer using this really cool stuff called DTV. DTV is short for direct to vinyl. It's just some fancy name for printable vinyl. However, this stuff right here is so thin. I absolutely love it. If you have watched my previous videos on DTV, you do know that I love this stuff because of how thin it is. It's made by Siser and oh my goodness, it withstands the test of time on washes and wear. And have you heard me say it? It is so thin. Coming from a gal who does not like things on her shirt, DTV is so thin that it almost feels like it's one with the fabric, which is something that I love so much because I'm not going to be able to tear it off, which drives me bananas if I can. It's almost like nails on chalkboard for me. So I love this DTV stuff. Okay, so for today's project, I'm gonna be using my 24-inch printer. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to switch out the material for this DTV right here. The reason why I'm using my 24-inch printer is this roll of DTV is 20 inches in length. Standard printers can't print 20 inches, so I'm gonna put this in my 24-inch printer. That being said, for today's project, I'm not gonna be using my Cricuts because if you know anything about Cricuts, you do know that you cannot print and cut a 20-inch print. So I'm gonna be using my Siser Romeo for this project today because that can print and cut up to 24 inches. I am so excited to show you how easy it is to use the software and the machine because the Siser machines are honestly my most favorite machines out there. Now, it has been a long time since I've used either of my Siser machines, so I'm going to for sure be able to show you how user-friendly it is because it really is really user-friendly. I want to convince you that you do need a Siser craft cutting machine in your craft room. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do is go over to the 24-inch printer and switch out the material for this DTV stuff. Let's go. So this right here is my 24-inch printer. I've had it for a couple years and I absolutely love it. Right now we have the high gloss cardstock or photo paper inserted into the machine. So the very first thing I want to do is just wake my printer up. Now that it's woken up, all I need to do is press this replace paper, and then I want to replace the roll paper. I'm going to remove the roll that is in the printer, and what the printer is going to do is take this roll and take it out of the feed of my printer. All right, now all we need to do is replace it with the DTV stuff. Okay, so all we need to do to replace the roll is there is this little flap right here, and we are just going to open this up, and we're going to take off this part right here, pull this out, and take this long shaft out of the paper. Now what I want to do is taking this DTV stuff, I'm going to take off my little brackets right here. This just keeps my paper intact and doesn't damage it. We're going to slide this in, put this back on, making it nice and tight, and then we're just going to lock it into place. Then all you want to do is just put this into your printer, and we are going to flip the tab up. Now what you want to do is come over here to load paper, and you want to load roll paper. Then what we're going to do is insert the piece of paper into the back of the machine. This is going to be really hard to see. Just trust the process. You want to keep going until you feel the printer tug on the paper a little bit. And then the printer is going to ask you what type of paper you have installed. You want to use the plain paper setting for DTV projects. Okay, and then when you have it loaded in, you're going to see that the paper is going to feed through the front. This is just the printer making sure that your paper is properly aligned into your printer so it prints nice and straight. All right, the printer is now set up, so let's go over to the computer and set up our print in the Siser Leonardo program. So this is the really cute PNG file that I found on Creative Fabrica. All you want to do is just press download, And then what you want to do is open up Siser Leonardo, and then you want to press design, and it's going to open up a brand new window in the Leonardo program. Now what I'm going to do is come over here into Artboard, and I want to set my media, which is what I'm going to be using for this project. So for me, I have a 20-inch wide DTV media, and I am going to do a 25-inch length print. So this is how big my print is going to be. Now what I want to do is insert that PNG file that I downloaded. So what I want to do is come over here into File and then press Import. Finding that PNG file that I downloaded, I just want to press Open. This is going to be my print then cut image. I just want to press Next. And because there's no background on my PNG file, I don't really have to do anything else besides keep pressing Next. And we just want to press Finish. So this is going to be our print then cut file. And for some weird reason, the mat changed over. So I'm going to change this back over to what I wanted, which is a 20-inch wide print by 25 inches in length. That's a lot better. All right, now what I wanted to do is resize this DTV print to the size that I want for my sweatshirt. Okay, so I need a 15-inch large DTV transfer. So I'm gonna collapse this right here, and I'm gonna make this image 15 inches wide and then press return. I'm gonna drag this down at the bottom of my page, making sure I don't cut off my print registration marks. Those are really important when using the Siser Leonardo program. Okay, and because I'm feeling a little crazy, I'm going to make multiples of these. So I'm just going to copy or Command C and Command V. And I'm going to bring this and I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. I'm going to put this clipper on a couple different items today. Okay, so now I'm satisfied with the way this looks. I have 4 different ghostly images on my screen. My print and cut registration marks are on my printing area, which is perfect. You don't want to take those off. And we want to keep all the artwork that fits on the page and just press send. Okay, so this is what your screen is going to look like. You are going to have one mat that is a 20 by 25 that's going to have the ghostly cutouts. Then on the next screen, what you're going to see is this right here, and this is where you're going to have all of your cut lines. So before we get to this, what we need to do is print this. So what I want to do is first, I am going to recenter this, making sure that none of my lines are going to be cut off. And I am going to save PDF artwork. Now I would like to note here, DTV, you do not have to mirror your design like traditional HTV. What I'm going to do now is just press Save PDF Artwork, and let's do Ghost Halloween. My artwork is saved, so now I need to find that file. It's right here, so I'm going to double click. Now that it's opened up, all I need to do now is press Command P or print. I want to make sure and select my 24-inch printer. I need to go down over to page setup. Selecting my printer, I also want to make sure and select the correct page size, which is 20 by 25, and press OK. Okay, now that I have that done, all I need to do is press print. Okay, now all we need to do is wait for the print to get done printing. You will notice that I have my laptop connected to my 24-inch printer. The reason for that is although the printer is technically wireless, I find that it prints a lot slower when it's trying to do a wireless print. Because the prints are so large, I feel like it prints a lot faster when it's just connected to my computer. Now all we need to do is wait for this to get done printing, and then we can cut and make a sweatshirt together. Look at how well this printed out. My goodness gracious, and all of that cute ghost. Now I'm going to turn my Romeo on, and I'm going to leave my Romeo on top of my shelf. There is a really big space in between my shelf and also the Romeo. So this right here is just going to fall right down into its place, and it's not going to get all crumpled up. So what you want to do is with your prints, you always want to print with the bottom right registration mark underneath your print head. So I'm just going to roll this into my Romeo. You are going to notice that I'm not going to be using any mat for this project, which I absolutely love. I love the fact that I don't have to use a mat for my projects. So I'm just going to lock it into place. And then what I want to do is I'm going to take my little screen right here and I want to make sure that I have proper cut settings. So the very first thing I'm going to do is go into my cut settings and I'm going to change it over to some DTV material. Now, so I'm just going to put this little tool in an empty spot on my material. When I'm done doing that, I'm just going to press this t-shirt button on my screen and my Romeo is now going to do a test cut. Now that it's done doing its test cut, I'm going to eject my material just a little bit. Move my blade in a different area. And I am going to increase the force on my machine, and I'm also going to do another test cut. I love the fact that you can easily do test cuts on your Romeo, so you're not wasting material. So I just did my second test cut, and this right here weeded perfectly. I'm going to do one more just to verify that we have really good cut settings, because the last thing I want to do is have to reprint on this DTV stuff. And yes, I have absolutely perfect cut settings. Great. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to move my material to where my head is right here with my registration mark. Back over at my computer, all I'm going to do now is click on the cutting contours mat. So you just want to click. And now all we want to do is press send to cutter. Then I want to press OK. And now my Siser is going to do the print then cut. And look at it cut. Cuts on these is going to look so amazing. It's so fast. It's amazing how fast this machine is. I can't wait to show you the end results of these cuts, because those sprockets in that bike is so teeny, but oh my goodness, they are going to be perfect. Okay, now that I'm done cutting, all you have to do is weed just like you would traditional HTV. I do want to show you though that I've already started to weed this out, and there is like no white at all. That's because the Siser machines, the craft cutting machines, are that precise, where they have that great of cutting. Oh my gosh, their print then cut is like phenomenal. So just like any other traditional HTV, you just want to weed out the stuff you don't want. Okay, when you're done weeding it out, it should look like this. Now you will realize that I don't have most of my stars and bats. The reason for that is this DTV stuff is not sticky. So if it starts to lift off this paper, it's not going to stick. It wants to come off. You can see like these bats are like actually trying to fly off of this stuff. That's because it's not sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel these away, and I'm going to hand place those on my t-shirt or my sweatshirt when I'm done. Okay, and then when it comes to the DTV stuff, what you are going to need is some transfer tape. This is that same type of transfer tape that is on top of your HTV. So when you generally use HTV, it has this clear film over the top of it. This is the same stuff. So all you're gonna wanna do, now mine's gonna be too big, so I'm gonna need a couple sheets of this. You wanna take off the backing, which is going to be this milky color right here. You want to take it off and you want to put it onto your decal. Okay, because my decal is extremely large and I only have 8.5 by 11 sheets, I'm going to need another sheet. The good thing about this transfer tape is, as long as there is no color bleeding on your transfer tape, it's actually reusable. So you don't have to throw this away if there's no color bleed on your garment. Okay, I have a little bit of excess, so I'm going to cut this off. and put it over here. Okay, making sure that we get a good press down on here. You're gonna see that my entire decal is covered. And now all I want to do is we're gonna roll away that non-sticky thing that's right here. Now you're gonna be left with your HTV decal. So now let's go heat up the heat press and press this. Over at my heat press, you wanna heat it up to 310 degrees and we want to press it for 15 seconds. While the heat press is heating up, I am going to take my sweatshirt and I am going to fold it in half, creating a direct middle. And I'm gonna lay it into my heat press, folded in half. And I'm just gonna press this, creating a center crease so I can properly align my HTV decal, making sure that it's perfectly center. All right, so opening up my sweatshirt, you're gonna be able to see that there is a line right down the middle of the sweatshirt. That is perfect because that is our direct middle of the sweatshirt, pretty much guaranteeing that it is going to lay flat and straight. So because hoodies have a hood to the back of it, it's gonna get crinkled up and pressed really weird in a heat press. So I always press my hoodies upside down. So I'm gonna put this inside just like that. All we need to really focus on is this center line that's right here. Taking our decal, we just wanna fold it in half and we're gonna crinkle at the top and we're also gonna crinkle at the bottom. So there is going to be a line right here in my transfer tape and a line down here on my transfer tape. We are going to match up these crease lines to the center line of our hoodie. Okay, so I have my creases lined up on my hoodie. I'm going to take my Teflon sheet and put it over the top of my decal, and I'm gonna shut my HTV auto heat press and let it do its press. So this is gonna press for 15 seconds. All right, we are gonna open this up and we can peel away the transfer tape. Now remember what I said, your transfer tape is reusable. So if you notice on my transfer tape, you don't have any residual ink, that's perfect. If there was ink on your transfer tape, you would not want to reuse it because it will transfer from here to your next garment. But because there's nothing on this, I could totally reuse this transfer tape. Okay, just making sure that this is gonna be nice and good on there. I am going to put my Teflon sheet over the top of my sweatshirt again. And I'm gonna close and repress my decal. You wanna make sure that that Teflon sheet is on top of your decal so you don't ruin it with the hot plate that is in your heat press. Then I'm just gonna slide this out and here is our finished sweatshirt. Oh my goodness. The fact that I created a Halloween sweatshirt for Halloween and it is 110 degrees outside is bananas. But I am ready for the fall because this thing right here is so cute. I love it. All right, do you feel like now you need a 24-inch printer and also a Siser Romeo? I need to know. I love having the ability to have all of these great tools and pieces of equipment inside of my craft room because the possibilities are seriously endless for me because I can just create anything. Outside of 3D printing, I am still trying to find a really good 3D printer. That has nothing to do with this entire video, but if you by chance have a 3D printer and you have a good one that you love, let me know what you have. I am in the market for a 3D printer. A 3D printer and an embroidery machine are the last two pieces of equipment that I think I need for my craft room. All right, y'all, I sure hope I inspired you to create. I also cannot wait for fall because I'm tired of roasting in this humidity in South Carolina, and I'll see you next time.